All right, guys. So welcome to this live session here with your host, Dre Day FX. So as we do every weekdays, we look at the Forex indices and metal markets. Hope everyone had a great Tuesday morning. So today is Tuesday, November 25th, 2025. So let's get it. All right, so let's go on the news calendar as we always do on our live and see exactly what we have here overall in regards to news events. So for now, what we had here, we had a lot of news here this morning for core PPI for the US, core retail sales and PPI month to month, retail sales month to month, and we're gonna have later on at 10, we're gonna have the pending house sales month to month. So that's going to be interesting here. So let's look at the core PPI month to month. So we were last month we were at minus 0.1%. This month is at 0.1%, and we're expecting 0.2%. So if we look at the breakdown here, so it's positive. So even though the actual forecast is you see the forecast at 0.2%, but we're at 0.1%. But you have to look at the previous month to see exactly if it's good or not, right? So don't only focus on this details here on the forecast. Always focus on comparing the previous month to the actual data for this month, right? So this is positive. Next, we have the core retail sales month to month. So we're expecting 0.3%. We're at 0.3%. If we're looking at last month, they were at 0.6%. So we consider it as negative. PPI month to month, it's at 0.3%. Last month was minus 0.1%. So that's positive. We have retail sales month to month. It's at 0.2%. Last month was 0.6%. So that's negative. So if we add up all of them, yeah, 2 positive and 2 negative in the news. So pretty much neutral here overall. So we should have a continuation here in regards to the market. So that's how I look at the news events. It's really to look at all of them all together and see exactly what is the bias here. So the bias is neutral. All right. Perfect. So let's look at the TV Alert app. So this is the application here that I created here that provide you with the institutional liquidity signals here for buys and sells. So as you see today, we had 7 signals here. And at the top, you have the ticker for the news ticker, right, with Bloomberg's and Fox Business News. So those are the two news that I look overall. And when you have time, you could look at articles here each and every day. It's going to update each and every day for you guys. Next, you have the signal ticker. So it provide you with the signal that we had today. So as you can see, we had the UK 100 for a sell. Then we had a buy, and then we had the France 40 buy, German 40 buy, and UK 100 buy. And then we have another German 40 buy. So, and at the bottom, you have all of the signals that I just shared with you. And basically, it was provide you with the last 50 signals here on the system. So that's good. And at the bottom, you have the TV economic calendar. So provide you with the calendar here in regards to the country that you're going to be trading on. So as of today, if we go up, we had basically today this is the news that we had. That was the biggest high impact news that we have, and this is exactly what we spoke earlier. So 0.3% 0.2%, 0.4, 0. Yeah, so that's pretty much the gist of it on that. And then we're going to be looking at the indicator using on my live. And all the indicators I'm showing you guys, those are indicators that I created. So you're not going to see them anywhere else than here. So the first one here is the multi-time frame analysis, so MTA. And this is the 5th version that I have. So this is providing you with exactly the levels here of previous days open and close, and see exactly where it's trading against the current price action. So right now we are trading at, just gonna zoom in a little bit here for you guys. Close this, boom. So as you can see, we had the Sundays open. All right, and then you have Mondays, Sundays close, Monday open. And then we have last Thursday's close, Wednesdays open, then Tuesdays close, Tuesdays open. Get the gist here. So we may have a rejection here off of that level. We're creating a higher low right now on the Dow Jones. So we may start to go to the downside here afterwards. So we went down here, went up. Now we should be going lower. So we're creating, we had a high here. We have a lower high right now. So we may start to go down, or if we break that high, we should be going up, right? So this is the first indicator. The second one here is Nova. So this is a trend indicator here. We provide you with a trend in the market. So if it's bullish or bearish. So right now we're in a bullish trend. So to confirm the bearishness in the market, we need to pass this cloud to the downside. If not, we're still to the upside right now. All right. So straightforward indicator, pretty simple to understand. Next is fair value gap. So providing with the fair value gaps in the market. So we're looking at the fair value gaps here off of the 1 hour, and you see them on the 50-minute chart. So right now we went to this bullish fair value gap right here, and now we seems to be breaking to the upside still. So good indicator here to look at fair value gaps here and what is expected here in the market. So we do have a small bullish fair value gap right here that price may start to go towards and bounce off and go higher. Then we have POC and VWAP. So this is the point of control, the bar weighted average price. So that provide you with the previous day's POC and VWAP. And this is the POC line, and this is the VWAP line. And basically, what you need to do is really to look at where the price is trading against those levels here, and see exactly if there is a rejection. And as you can see, there was a multiple rejection here to this level. So we'll see exactly if the price wants to continue to the upside. If it breaks that point of control, that means that we're going to be going up here. All right. So pretty straightforward to understand. And last is the pivot high-low edge. So this is the pivot points here. So you could clearly see exactly where are the pivot points here in the market. So right now we have the higher lows right now, and we have lower highs right now, and we have higher lows right here. So we'll see exactly if the price wants to break to the upside. If it does, we have those levels here to be breaking to the upside. And if it wants to go down, we have those levels here to go to the downside here before going to those previous levels here at the bottom. All right. So that's pretty much it here. So in this live here, I'm just going to open up the Nova, and point of control, and pivot points. So that's pretty much it here. And on our live, we're going to be looking at the NASDAQ, S&P 500, US30, Russell, gold, and German 40. So there will be is it 6 symbols here that I'm going to be looking at for this live, and we'll see exactly how it's going to go. Adion, I hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great morning here. I don't know if you took some trades here, but at London, I have to check. Let me check London before market open. We still have more or less 2 minutes. So I'm just going to see the setups here. So we had a lot of buys here at London. And by looking at the setups here that we have on German, it did went up. So that's perfect. UK 100. We did went to the upside. We did have a retracement here and then started to go to the upside. And France 40 did the exact same thing. We did had a retracement here to the downside and then went to go up after that. So all of these signals here work pretty good overall. All right. So right now we're trying to breach that that point of control. Let's look at the 4-hour. And see what to expect. We have a pivot point right here. I'm still bullish on the indices here for this this session. So the 4-hour is looking good. And remember that 4-hour candle, let me check. Just started at 9. So let's wait. All right, perfect. So everything is open on that. And other than no big move. Yes and no. We may have a big move. So all right, so let's get it here. All right, so yeah, maybe we're not gonna have some big move, but I'm still right now. We just passed the point of control, so like I said, we have other levels here to be that price needs to reach. So right now, the pivot point that we had here at this point were broke. You see. If you remember, I'm just going to do a quick replay for you guys so you could see exactly this exactly what we had. So remember at the start of our live, we have those pivot points here. We had those pivot points that were up, all right? like I said, if we're breaking those pivot points, we should be going to the next pivot point right here. All right. So right now, we just pass those levels, and this is the next pivot point right here. So pretty much at this level, we have a pivot point. So all right, so let me go back on. I'm gonna show you my trade that I have here. So I took that buy. Still, I'm trailing it a little bit. My goal is to make at least right now I'm trailing it at 175. Just gonna put it a little bit up here. We're still waiting for that buy signal here for US30. But this is my own analysis here, so don't, we already passed that entry, and I missed the entry specifically because I was doing something else. My entry was basically at the start of the session, but we already passed that. And remember, when I did the analysis here for the news, I clearly stated that if we have two negative and two positive news event, you should have a continuation here to the upside. So I'm just gonna trail it. So I had my 302 something.
Order filled.
All right. So I'm done with my my futures account. So that was so I'm not gonna re-enter here. Let me close that, go back here. Perfect. We'll be back here. So I just trailed it. in profit. And we made, see exactly. So that was $329.50. That was in less than what, 3 to 5 minutes? That's not bad. That is not bad at all. But like I said, do not chase any setup, guys. Just wait for it to come to you. But now it's starting to retrace a little bit, I think. Yeah. So we have US30 buy. So I'm just gonna wait to see if there'll be a better entry to re-enter. But let's look at the 1 hour. 1 hour chart. So the 1 hour chart, we just got a pivot here on the 1 hour. All right. So that means that we may have some bullish momentum here to the upside. So like I said, I'm waiting for it to the next level here to be breaking to the upside is this one. So if it does go up above this one right here, we are up to the races. All right. So we have a gold sell, US30 buy, gold sell, US30 buy. Sell gold at price 4,123.84 on 15 AM time frame at time 9 hours 40 minutes and 43 seconds. Sell gold at price 4,123.84 on 15 AM time frame at time 9 hours 40 minutes and 43 seconds. Sell gold at price 4,123.84 on 15 AM time frame at time 9 hours 40 minutes and 43 seconds. So we have less than 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Less than 4 minutes before the next candle. So this is a 9 o'clock candle, so it's still bullish here. $500 is a sell. Sell US 500 at price 6,699.1 on 15 AM time frame at time 9 hours 42 minutes and 12 seconds. Sell US 500 at price. So we have let me go back here. 15 AM time frame at time 9 hours 42 minutes and 12 seconds. Sell US 500 at price 6,699.1. Yeah. So NASDAQ is going down right now. So we have a big gap here at the downside. S&P 500 is starting to do it right now, but NASDAQ is already past that point. So if we go on the 50-minute chart, and remember, if we went to grab liquidity at the top, if they didn't try to reach this point, we may start to reverse. Like I said, we do have some liquidity at the bottom that can be tapped in. But this move was pretty crazy. Go back here on. All right, so if you missed the beginning of the live, I said that I was focusing on US30. That's basically the pair that I'm the indices that I'm trading on my futures account. That's the only one that I'm trading, and I was looking for some bullish momentum here to pass those pivot points here. So if I do another replay here for you guys, so you see where we were before market open. So basically, those were the pivot points here that I was looking for to be rated here to the top, and maybe this one. But as you saw, price went up. So it's 9:45. Oops, change that here. So it's 9:45. Now we have a pivot here. So this is the new higher low that is created here. So we may start to reverse to the downside and raid those pivot points to the downside. So we'll see how it goes. But the 4-hour, if we go on the 4-hour, if we go on the 4-hour chart, that 4-hour is still bullish here. Remember, we have a retracement here on the 4-hour chart. We did want to take liquidity here at the top. I'm just going to remove those indicators so y'all can see. I'm going to remove this one. There we go. As you saw, we tried to reach this point, but we were not able to, and now we're retracing. So we may start to close this candle here. That will be bearish. So this candle will finish at 1 p.m. my time. So based on the reaction, so we still have at least 3 hours here for that candle to close on the 4-hour. So we may start to reverse and go down. And like I said, if we are going down, we should be removing that pivot, and the next pivot point will be this level here. So if we mark this level, so I'm just going to put the actual swing low, and the level here is, I always use the body of the candle and not the wick, because this is where the price actually closed. So if we're going down, and it seems it wants to do so, because as you can see, this is a 4-hour candle and it started to retrace pretty much a lot. And it's going to go lower. So let's go back on the 15. So low is being rated here. So I'm going to take a sell, and we're going to put my stop loss here. Top of that candle. So let me go back here. So I just took a sell, and I'll go back on the on my few so you can see exactly my position. Boom, boom. So I'm in a small, taking a small profit here overall, and I'm just gonna trail a little bit, just making sure that I'm still in that trade. It's not. There you go. So if it goes against me, I'm still making 95 bucks. All right. Taking a small scalp. So if it goes against me, that's no problem. Still a big day overall.
Order filled.
There you go. 2 trades, 2 wins. So that's perfect. But I'm expecting the price to go lower again. So let me go back here. Go back on the trading view. All right. So it went grab some liquidity at the top. And now it's retracing a little bit. Oh, il a perdu 1000 pièces. Oh, shit. Okay. Il a perdu 1000 pièces. Oui, boy. Something is wrong with the, oops, the automation. Let me close that. On fait de l'argent. On va pas se comme the fuck. All right, so 925. All right, so now it's retracing. Oh, il y a un délai comme ça. Je should have taken that too. All right, so 954. Yeah, that was a violent trade, and fortunately the automation didn't go as well. I have to double check that afterwards. See what's the issue. All right. Make sure to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, guys. That was crazy. That was crazy. All right, so big retracement again. That's crazy. And remember, guys, we still have So we have 3 minutes left before the top of the hour. This is the one. This is the 1 hour candle on the 30 on US30. So we may continue to the downside here. Like I said, we had a pivot point here. Was it on the 1 hour? Let's see. I think it was on the 1 hour. Let me double check. Yes. So on the 1 hour, we had a pivot point right here. So price went up and then went down to take those this pivot point here. We have this one here that is still active. So if it wants to go down based off the wick that it just did, we may have a continuation here to the downside here. I think they're done going up because they didn't try. They tried to reach this level, this pivot point didn't go through. So we may start to go lower here before going higher. But remember, we still have. So if we look at the 4 hour, now they're just playing with people now. Went up, down. So we need to create. If it makes sense to, if they want to go higher, they need to go lower and need to get to that pivot point first and then go up. Or if they really want to fuck people up, they're going to continue to the upside, straight up. But like I said, we still have this 4 hour candle that will close at 1 p.m. So we'll see exactly if it will go. Yeah. But I thought I have to double check the automation to see exactly what's going on here. Makes no sense that it did what it did. We lost money for no reason. All right. All right, guys. So let's see. I know we went down. It seems that it took some liquidity at the bottom. Also, that would be another possibility. And then this is 10 o'clock. So we just had that first 15-minute candle here. That's $2,000. That was an impulse. So. All right, so use that one to go. Let's look at the 1 hour. Yeah, now it's looking to go short now. All right, so pull a small scalp. Selling. Pourquoi quand tu sell, it's taking more money than when you buy? Makes no sense. All right. Yeah. That was crazy. Crazy. Ça a-tu bougé mon enfant? Oh, that makes sense. All right. Yeah, that was crazy. All right, so we won't have any other signals, I'm pretty sure. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna close out the session here, guys. And we'll be back here tomorrow. Yeah, so we'll be back here tomorrow, guys. So thank you so much for being on this live. Got a few things to work on my end. See exactly what's going on here with the automation, but I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right. So have a great rest of your day. Peace. So make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll be back here tomorrow, guys. All right. So have a good one.